You're welcome back to the Gavel. Now we continue with the evaluation of the 8th National Assembly in the last 3 years.
Well, as you very well know, the legislature is a very key organ of any democracy, and a lot of responsibilities are placed on its shoulder, from lawmaking to representing the people and exercising oversight over executive actions and functions. So Nigerians had placed a lot of expectation from their parliament. Unfortunately, I would say that overall, the expectations have not been fully met. I wouldn't say that the performance was totally bad or that it was excellent. Somehow, it's an average performance. But when you look at the challenges, myriad of challenges facing the Nigerian people, the economy, the politics, the environment, and the social sector, you will understand that they are not running as fast as Nigerians had expected them to run. But of course, we also have to understand the situation under which this current legislature came into being at the federal level. A lot of disputes in the ruling party leading to this presidency of the Senate being taken by somebody that was not supported by his party. And since then, there has been no peace. It's been like a war was declared between the party, the executive, and the leadership of the legislature. Ideally, the executive and the legislature are supposed to work together, particularly since they came from the same party. They're supposed to sit down and say, what are the key reforms that the executive, Mr. President, is trying to run with? And then you look at the ones that will need to new laws to put them in place. You look at the ones that will need new policies, and then on basis of that, they run with it and then provide that legal backing for the reform agenda of Mr. President or the executive. But this time around, you saw that there was really no meeting point. From day one, the Senate President was shuttling between courts at the instance of the executive of the same party, and of course all kinds of misgivings that came up. So the two arms of government never really sat down to do what they were expected to do. For instance, all the bills revolving around the petroleum industry, whether it's a fiscal component, community issues, or the governance bill, the expectation was that it should have been one of the first bills that they would have faced. And I don't think there's anything in a bill that if they had worked on it for the 6 months after coming into power, that they wouldn't have finished it. Even the constitutional amendment process that we saw has been a ding-dong affair since last year. It was also expected that they should have looked at the constitution within the first year of coming, because that sets the groundwork and the tone for other laws that are going to make, because laws are supposed to be in conformity with the constitution. Critical laws like the Electoral Act shouldn't still be hanging a couple of months, less than 1 year, to the general elections next year. So these key pieces of legislation are supposed to have been the ones they put at the threshold of the greatest importance. And of course, we're all living witnesses to the stories about the budget, how delayed it's been, all the politicking going on between the executive and the legislature and the budget, the stories and controversies about budget padding, and of course the suspensions which are like undue, going against the rules of both the Senate and the House of Reps, as exemplified in the Ndume and the Jubril case, which the courts have all turned down. So you see, like I did say, a lot of expectation was there, but they have not lived up to that great expectation. But that doesn't mean they have done totally bad. I mean, in some areas they have also excelled. Both the executive and the legislature have let the Nigerian people down in terms of the budget. First, the executive does not prepare the budget at the right time. They delay a lot. For instance, they were supposed to have started the preparation of the medium-term expenditure framework for 2019. So if we lost 2018, we shouldn't lose 2019. Approve it or endorse it at the Federal Executive Council by the end of June. Send it to the legislature early before they proceed on their midterm break in July or August, so that they approve of it. As they're coming back from their break in September, the budget will be with them, so that they will have 4 clear months to the end of the year to approve the budget.
Well, are there specific bills that you think this assembly passed that are very favorable, not just to you, but the Nigerians and to Nigerians in general?
Well, as you can see, the Petroleum Governance Bill, the governance of the petroleum sector has been passed, and I think it should be with the President if it is not already there very soon. Of course, the constitutional amendment process came a bit late. The clean copy, the president still need to send to those bills for them to become part of the constitution. So a number of good proposals, like the issues around the not too young to run bills, the proposals for giving the third tier of government, the local government autonomy, although we didn't sell through at the local government level, and the key other things like reforming the budget process to ensure that the budget bill is presented to the legislature early in the year instead of saying at any time within the year. So some good work had been done.